Spanish and English, they're sometimes hard at the same time. I speak the Spanish. I speak the English as well. Yes, I am Peruvian. I bilingual and being bicultural, both are like, it's such a beautiful thing to be and to be identified as. Because I don't consider myself fully one. I don't consider myself fully American or whatever that means. But being American means kind of like being, culturally, like multicultural. Anyways, because everyone's an immigrant. Whatever. Everyone is an immigrant, okay? So I was kind of having a crappy day today, and I decided to go to a little grocery store and buy some chocolate. I don't know, it might be PMS, I don't know, but I was in a bad mood, so I just needed chocolate, okay? And I bought 2 bars of Snickers, and I ate both of them, okay? But I'm still hungry. But that reminded me of the first time I came to this country. Well, not the first time that my parents, mainly my dad, made us move to this country, and how upset I was because I didn't really know the language. I wasn't very fluent in Spanish. Like, I would communicate it with my mom, with my dad. With my brothers, I would speak in English. At school, I would speak in English. So the only practice I had speaking Spanglish, well, Spanglish, yeah, every single day, but speaking Spanish was with my parents, basically. So I grew up on the west side of the States, where the state where I lived in, the majority were Mexicans. So there were some from El Salvador, some from Nicaragua, some from Guatemala, but the majority were Mexicans. And I grew up until like I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and I thought that I was also Mexican. Why? Because my friends and my parents' friends, they were mainly Mexicans. And what we ate was Mexican food. We used to go like, taquerias, or Roberto's taquerias. We would go to their houses, and their family would prepare the Mexican type of food and everything. So I believed, oh yeah, so we're all the same type of people, the same type of Latinos. At that age, I did not know what Latinos was really, but then something, I don't know, I don't even remember. I think my mom explained to me, no, you're Peruvian, and she pulled out a map and said, this is where Peru is, and blah blah blah. Then I remember it was in a math class, okay? Now that I'm thinking of it, I think this teacher was kind of racist. She was a white lady, and I remember that a kid stood up and he started not screaming, but arguing with the teacher. He stood up and he's like, he's Mexican, she's Mexican, she's Mexican, he's Mexican, we're all Mexicans here, and you're the only white person, blah blah, so you can't speak like that, you can't. It was something racist. I don't even know what the teacher said. I remember when he was saying, pointing at every single person, he's Mexican, she's Mexican, I was like, I don't want to interfere, like, go ahead, like, this is your moment, time to shine for Latinos, but I'm not Mexican, but I didn't say I wasn't, because he was making a very good point, and the teacher was racist, so I'm not just whatever. So I had another teacher who also thought that every single Latino was Mexican. So stupid, I don't know. And she used to say, call me doctor, I'm not even gonna say the last name, but call me doctor, blah blah blah. I'm like, doctor, how do you have a PhD? You don't know, you've never seen a map, whatever. But something that is kind of difficult, going back to the story where initially I said I bought chocolate. Snickers, the brand name. I always say Snickers. Can I have a Snickers bar? When I came to this country, I said that, can I have a Snickers bar? About to pay, and the person was like, oh, what? I'm like, a Snickers bar, like, por favor, me puede dar a Snickers? And she was like, what? That's my impression of me when I was 12 years old. Something like that. That no wonder, like, my cousins were used to always make fun of me. Whatever. Now they're asking me for English lessons, right? Okay, so who won really? Anyways, I had to say sneakers. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, just give me a chocolate. I just want, you know what? Leave it. I'm gonna go buy Sublime, because that's what, that's a proven chocolate here. So a lot of words that are kind of complicated. So you know, for example, if you have Latino parents, they would say, oh, let's go to Walmart, let's go to Walgreens, which is Walmart and Walgreens. So I kind of had to pronounce like that. Any single American brand or English name, brand, whatever, I had to transform it. I had to, I don't even know how to explain. Yes, I am sweating. It's so hot in my room. My hair is whatever. I really don't care. I just want to talk about this really fast. So I had to, you know, Hershey's was like Hershey's or something. Hershey. I still cannot pronounce it. Like 14 years here, I still can't pronounce it. And with Peruvian slang, I can't really pronounce it. Like there's a word it feels so cringe-worthy when I try to say it. Mañas, manjar blanco. I don't know. I'm always talking about food. I can't pronounce it. I don't know. Like, it's so weird if you see me trying to speak any slang, any jergas, it's Peruvian slang. Like, when you're bicultural, when you're bilingual, it's kind of like having two personalities. Like, sometimes you can be full-on American, Americano, whatever. Or you can also be, like, full-on Latina, I guess. At times. But mainly, at least from my perspective and my person, I'm both of them at the same time. So like I'm speaking two languages at the same time, you know, Spanglish. Some words that can you hand me the, me puedes pasar the stapler? How do you pronounce stapler in Spanish? That's another word. Or like another word, like to say that you like something. For me, it's, oh, that's so cool, or that's awesome. Like, you know, the typical words that you've known since since you were, I don't know, a newborn. Kindergarten words, really. Cool, that's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. In Peruvian slang, though I think they also say it in Colombia. Colombia, by the way, it's not with the U, it's with an O. Get it right. Look at a map. Chévere. I can't see right now, like my tongue is like, no, what are you trying to say? What are you doing? This is not natural. It doesn't come out natural for me. I do have, I don't know, you can say otherwise, that I do have kind of like a standard Spanish accent. Like you can tell if you're like Puerto Rican. This happens every single time I want to record a video. Yo, I need a better iPhone, really. I need storage, I need a camera, because I can't keep on going from Android to iPhone to Android. Like, you can tell the difference. Like, I think I'm team iPhone and team Android, because you can see the difference. But the storage on the iPhone, like, oh my gosh, like, you stress me out. I'm going to rip my hair out. Then the Android saves you, but then when you turn it on, like, the camera is like, oh, are you in the dark? Are you trying to record in the dark? Like, what are you trying to do? Anyways, to end the video, I even forgot what I was trying to say. Spanish and English, they're sometimes hard at the same time, you know, when you are trying to communicate with other people. It is very helpful, for me at least, it is very helpful when they know both of the languages, you know. A lot of my closest friends, they know English and of course Spanish. I have one of my best friends is also bilingual and bicultural, so she is someone that I can really relate to. So basically, yeah, I speak this English. I speak the English as well. Yes, I am Peruvian. Bilingual and being bicultural, both are like, it's such a beautiful thing to be and to be identified as, because I don't consider myself fully one. I don't consider myself fully American or whatever that means, but being American means kind of like being, you know, culturally, like multicultural. Anyways, because everyone's an immigrant, whatever. Everyone is an immigrant, okay? And I don't consider myself fully Peruvian because, you know, I lived half my life like in both countries. Yeah, I do consider myself grateful and blessed to know both of these languages. Sometimes it's a struggle when you are in a country, in your mentality, you have like two personalities, because you're like your English side and also like your Spanish side, you know, your very Latina side and things like that. So shout out to every single multicultural, multilingual person. If you know English and Spanish, or any other languages, shout out to you. And yeah, that is all. I'm gonna take a shower because I am sweating right now. I took a shower in the morning, but this heat, yo, climate change isn't real. Who did, like, do you ever open a window? Like, Republicans, do you open a window? Like, can you open the door and see, like, oh my god, it's supposed to be spring, or it's supposed to be I don't know, fall. It's supposed to be fall right here. I love the sun, I love summer, but oh my god, like, I am melting right now. I am literally melting, but I do have a nice tan line, so I like the sun. I'm going to do little rants. No, it's not really a rant, it's more like okay, maybe it's a rant. I don't know, maybe like trying to just pour my feelings out, pour my thoughts out onto the internet and whatever. And that's kind of therapy. That's kind of like therapy for me, because therapy is expensive. Ooh.